To you by Azix. This is your first impressions. If you notice, my name is Azix.Reviews. That's what I'm going to be doing. First, I'm going to start with some free-to-play games and then work my way up through the cheaper games. And if I have enough followers or minions, I'm going to go ahead and start buying the heavier games. If you guys support me, right? Subscribe. Okay, so this is Moonbreakers. Right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the UI. Not too fancy of buttons, but hey, they work. Let's go ahead and click on options and check out what we can tweak. I had to turn down the volume because before it was very loud. So I've already done my first impressions video, but unfortunately you can't hear anything because there's so many explosions. Alright, pretty cool UI here, I like that. But not much going on. You can choose low, standard, or high. That's it. There's no advanced settings here that I see unless there's like a console or some kind of notepad document that you can open and edit. But hey, I like easy, so I went ahead and set it to high. I'm not really getting many frame hitches or anything like that, so we're going to stick with that. And sound effects, voiceover, music, going to turn it down. Hopefully it's not going to be blaring loud like it was last time. I had it about 20 and I could barely hear myself think. Alright, let's take a look at the controls. Pretty straightforward. You could play this game almost entirely with the mouse and do fine. Your scroll wheel actually throttles up and down. You're in space, so that's how that works. A and D is really the only thing, and spacebar for your boost. A, D, and space are pretty much the only things you have your hand on the keyboard for. From what I've noticed so far, it's pretty simple combat-based, like just very simple, like dogfighting. And whatever ship you choose, that's the loadout you get. And this will be good for them in their economy because there doesn't seem to be too many ship types yet. But later on, they'll be able to add more weapons to different ships, and then you can use your cred or your RP, IP. If you're familiar with League of Legends, you're going to be able to pay for ships, or you can earn it by winning or losing even. You get some credits as well. Alright, so really all you need is A, D, and space to continue moving. And then, of course, we got the tab for the scoreboard and all kinds of stuff that we already know about. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply changes. Alright, I made it full screen. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at hangar first. That's something I didn't do last time. If you want to check out the ships, this is the place to do it. Obviously, the hangar is the place to check this all out before you get into the game. You can check out some stuff. And also, there's a little upgrade button. So we have light fighters, medium fighters, and heavy fighters, and of course, bombers as we go. So if you have a light fighter, you're going to be a little bit more nimble, right? You're going to be fast, agile, maybe lighter weapons, light shields, and that's really the only thing, that's the sacrifice that you make. You don't really have much armor, you can't take much of a hit, but you're fast, right? You're going to be probably a very dangerous threat against bigger guys like this, the bomber, who can't turn so quickly. All right, medium fighters, this is probably my favorite one. I only played for like 15 minutes, but the Kingfisher seems really sweet. For the medium fighters, it's got that nice hybrid of speed and weaponry. Heavy fighters, obviously a little bit slower. Now we're starting to get into the bigger guns, and you only get one free one to try here. They seem to like these bigger guys a little bit more. So we have a Rhino, a Bison, and that's it. And if you want to see what some of these things are, let's go ahead and click on, like, if I want to unlock this. This guy's going to cost me 580,000 credits, and that's your in-game currency. If you play, win, lose, that's what you're going to earn is credits. Or you can buy HE3, Helium-3, apparently. And if you want to get more of that, very simple UI, you click on this, and I'm sure it pops up in a web window where you register at their site and you buy it. So that's kind of what you're looking at right here. So for some of these ships are roughly 3,500 HE3 or RP. I guess that should be the universal term, even though that's Riot. But 3,500 points, you know, you're looking at somewhere between 12 and 24. I'm not good at math, so screw it. Cancel. All right, so this is what we have to work with. So I mean, we can upgrade our ships. Looks like we've got some pretty cool persistent stuff. So this is the upgrades menu where you can fine-tune any of the ships that you have unlocked. So after you unlock it, here's more stuff to spend your points on. Isn't that neat? I think it's cool. But anyway, so you can increase your engines, your boosts, your fuel tank, fuel pump. Wow, what is that? Boost recovery. Neat. Shielding, shield regenerator, magazine, and torpedo fuel. So, I mean, pretty standard stuff, and I'm sure it's different per class that you play. So that's Bomber. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Mambo was pretty cool. Yes, so missile fuel, magazine, shield regenerator. So there's some stuff missing from each class, but it does seem pretty much standard, right? So we can go through here, take a look at the Cobra. Oh, there we go, beam range. So apparently this guy uses a beam instead of a missile or a torpedo. So there's some slight variations there. I think this is really where the game can start shining. Right, you choose a ship. There's not as many, obviously, as when League of Legends came out. Again, I'm comparing it to that, even though it's not a MOBA. It's really a dogfighter, but it's free to play, and so is League of Legends, and they had a brilliant model. Now I'm British, but they have a brilliant model there, and it seems like everybody's following that. So, but very cool. I like it. So let's go ahead, without much further ado, and check it out. We don't really need to check out Boost, do we? This is us buying stuff. Okay, take a good look at it. Game's really small. I mean, it's free to play, so I would say download it and try it. 250 megabytes, roughly, on Steam, and that's, of course, first couple days that's out. I'm not sure how long it's been out now, but there seems to be some pretty good people. So I'm going to go ahead and click play, and it throws you right into a match. So at least that's not an issue. I don't know what it was like at launch, but maybe there was an issue. I'm going to go ahead and choose a medium fighter and choose the Kingfisher. All right, there's 4 minutes left in this match. And I'm not exactly sure of the game type. Maybe it was in there. But it's going to go ahead and spawn me here in 5 seconds. And here I go. I'm going like full speed ahead when you launch. And once you come out, you'll notice that I have control. So pretty smooth controls. I like it. Oh, the guy just got blown up. That's great. Alright, so it looks like we're assaulting each other's motherships. Now, that's probably not the lingo I should be using. But A and D, very handy if you start getting disoriented. A and D can tilt you left and right. Alright, looks like we're winning. It looks like we're doing really well. If I hold down space, it's going to go ahead and give me a boost of speed. I can get there a little bit faster, maybe take out a few turrets or take out this dude. Some guns are machine guns, and some guns are single shots, right? And of course I've got missiles too I can launch, and they don't seem to be very heat seeker friendly. Oh, I got blown up real hard. There, I flew right into his face. Probably not a smart tactic. So let's go ahead and try something else. I didn't really like the way that ship handled. I thought I liked it last time, but apparently not. So this is a heavier ship. So it's going to be a little slower. It's going to have a little bit more armor. Maybe that's what I need. It is slow. And it does fire a little bit slower, I believe. Yes, much, much slower. About half the speed. Okay, if I right-click, you're able to see that I'm firing missiles out into space. Aimlessly, probably going to hit one of my friends. It's still going. Maybe that was the explosion there. Alright, so I'm going to head and hit space, hold it down, and now I'm out of fuel, so I got to let it recharge. If you look down the bottom left, there's my fuel gauge, my speed gauge. Everything's based on temperature, so it looks like everything recharges. It keeps everything simple, and that's good in a game like this. Alright, so it looks like I'm locked on. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm assuming that means I'm locked on. There we go. You're going to fire a few more missiles at Mr. Blah, blah, blah. Chiff. Let's take him out. Alright, looks like we're locking onto somebody. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of them. Oh my gosh. This is it. Oh! They're after me. I'm going to try and lose them in this asteroid field. Probably going to get blown to smithereens. I'm out of fuel. Oh my goodness, I suck at this game. Jane. Jane got me. Beaten by a girl. Yes, that might have been sexist, but you know what? I'm old school for being so young. Alright, we got 6,000 meters, and it looks like we're still doing alright. I don't know really how our base is doing. If you look up in the top right, apparently I'm on the Pirates team. Yes. Am I? It's really, I mean, this is very simple UI. It doesn't really do a good job showing you everything. And there's really no full screen mode either. I had to double click on it and I still see my Windows taskbar. Hopefully you guys can. You probably can. Anyway, so I'm out of fuel. It's recharging very slowly. Now you can see the health of this mothership is almost completely gone, which is great. It's good news for us. And I'm assuming on the Pirates team, if you look in the top right, there's a little bit of a bar there, and then we're going up against the government. And it's a little bit more depleted, just like it is right now. I gotta get close. I gotta make it difficult for these guys, right? Can't fly straight into the fire. It's bad. Oh no, the particle effects aren't too bad there. In an earlier game I was playing, it was pretty awful. I was disappointed. The controls seem to be pretty cool. We got some crazy Irish music in the background. I feel like I should mention that. It's like bagpipes. It's wild. Some very goofy dialogue. So if you're someone who's a little bit more serious and like wears a mustache on their face all the time, maybe you want to turn down the dialogue volume because it is a little bit goofy, I've noticed. But you know what? A game like this, you know, you really can't criticize it too much. They're giving it to you for free. So don't be mean. Alright, so 5,300 meters till I get there. And it looks like we're going to win. We got 3 seconds left in the match. And that's it. So I won. I didn't really do much that game, and you can see that I just keep leveling and just keep going. And you seem to level per ship. So with that ship, I've gotten this rank, right? I've earned 3,000 credits for doing pretty much nothing. Oh, it looks like it went up. Something exploded. Maybe somebody launched a bomb, and it looks like they gave us a little bit more credits. That's kind of strange. So when the game is over, it's not really over. You can probably still shoot stuff. And that's what you get with little game developers like this. So search and destroy. That's the game type, and I'm assuming that this is the map. Right, so the next match is going to be search and destroy. First team to 50 kills wins. So deathmatch, team deathmatch. And then we have the map broadside. And it looks like we're going to have some AI-controlled gunfire going on here. So, let's see. Here I am. I'm on the government side this time around. We seem to be a little bit outnumbered. We got ready up. Walk you through a full game. So this is the lobby. Nothing too crazy again. If I hold down tab, I can't see the last stats. I can go into my my hangar and upgrade whatever ship I'm going to fly. So if I was going to fly the heavy fighter, the Stingray, because I liked him, I can increase top speed, and let's go with fire rate for 1,000 creds. Why not? Right? And I've got a little bit more to spend, so let's go ahead and dump it in there. And armor. Right? And regenerator. Might as well. Now, that's kind of tapped me out, but that's alright. So that gives me a little bit more of an advantage instead of just flying stock. That's bad. Not good for you. Alright. So I'm going to choose this. And here we go. This one I just upgraded. Stingray. Launching me in 3 seconds. Looks pretty cool. I like the ship. Don't know if there's any changes that happen if you upgrade it. I doubt it. Any cosmetic changes. Just gives you a little bit more. It doesn't give you any real good stats either, I tell you. So that's a little bad. Getting some frame rate issues there. I'm running a GTX 470 from NVIDIA. I think it's an EVGA. So it's a decently good card. I mean, it's getting a little older now, but it should handle this game without much problems. Now this is a bomber. See, now he's launched that bomb. Luckily, we took him out. You gotta lead your targets. Yeah, bombers kind of look very triangular, almost like our stealth bombers in the US of A. I don't know if they're what they're like in any other country, but our stealth bomber is very triangular. Oh, there's the Asian. I went up against this guy last time. He kicked my butt. So apparently this community is pretty small. It doesn't really give you any stats either. It would be nice if it did. Let you know. Oh my gosh. I just got missile to the face. What's the difference between missile and missile? Somebody leave that. Let me know. It seems like the audio is going to be very loud. Got taken out by Lydia. My cousin Lydia has taken me out. It's not very family-like. And this is kind of annoying. Like, I just want to stick with my Kingfisher. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh no. I didn't want my Kingfisher. I wanted the Stingray, my heavy fighter. I dumped points into it. Dang it. So the UI is a little clunky. That's my main complaint with this game. UI is clunky. There's some bugginess that goes on. If I middle mouse click, I can zoom in. No high-res reticles. You know, see some pixelation there. So there's just a few things that they can work on, but these are all very minor. I mean, for the most part, the game seems to work. There's not really any lag, so that's probably the most important thing, right? It's playable, pretty smooth, getting some frame rate hitches here and there, but doesn't make it unplayable. Like I said, you can pretty much play this entire game with just the mouse when using your scroll wheel. Oh, there's my cousin. She's coming at me. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, that's enough. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and boost and try and get behind one of these rocks and hide here. I've been missile locked, and so I'm just going to go ahead and hide here. So here's Red Talon. Gotcha ways. Alright, so let me... Got him. I obliterated somebody. I'm sorry I said the A word. I'm just such a jerk. Alright, anyway. There will be some cussing. Alright. Calwicula. I like it. Let's kill it. Aha! I found my purpose in life, and it is not to go at the big ship. Because oh! I got an enemy missile lock. You see that in the top left there. That means you burst and try and get behind a meteor so it cannot follow you. I probably got a million of them after me. High priority target. Pretty fun. Once you start getting on a roll, it is very satisfying to take someone down because you really feel like you're better than them at life. And that's important, right? You gotta be good at something. The objective, of course, most people are not going to be playing objective. They're going to be trying to kill each other. I mean, I thought it was a team deathmatch, but apparently that just got thrown out the window. If I hold down tab, oh, there we go. It doesn't really show us much. We're winning, 27 kills to 15 if that's the way it goes, but it looks like we're still going to take out the motherships. Oh, someone's after me. So, go ahead and turn this off. There we go. What's up, PMFF, or Poomph, whatever your name is. Getting my ass handed to me. Got like half health. I'm guessing that's what the master alarm is at the bottom, and I'm regenerating my shields. That's great. That's cool. So it's kind of taken some hints from some simpler games. Everything seems to be pretty watered down, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. With so many complex games out there, I mean, I really don't want to see too many complex things. I just want to be able to jump into play. And as I go, the upgrading making it a little bit easier on me. So let's go ahead and get back to my Stingray. This is what I really want. Big guns. Because if I can sneak in there, because if I can hide behind asteroids, they can't see me. If I sneak in there, I can launch a big missile and drop the hammer. Like Thor. Okay, anyway. Awesome movie. We just saw it again last night, second time. Even better. Avengers, that is. You couldn't tell by the date. Alright, Ever Zero. Oh my gosh, that was sweet. Oh, there's the Asian. He's my nemesis from the last game. That was supposed to be my first impression. If you buy the Blu-ray, I'll let you know. The audio is probably tweaked on this as well, but that's alright. I'm getting more experience with the game. I'll be able to give you a little bit more polished review experience. Yeah, this is my first time. You know, you don't have to be gentle because you're the internet and you're Legion. I understand. Mom didn't like you didn't have a mom or dad or something. Alright, now that is extremely satisfying, I can tell you. Taking somebody out, because I've been killed so many times in this game so far, it is great to see Azix has killed somebody even though I didn't get him right there. Alright, there's all my teammates, so I should probably stick with them. This is probably a very team-oriented game. Oh! I lost my missile lock before I let that one go. And it takes quite a while to let these missiles come back, so it's definitely not a spam game. I'm just trying to defend our capital ship. And again, I don't know why it changed from team deathmatch. Maybe somebody vetoed it at the end. But now we're taking out each other's capital ships. And it looks like very unsuccessfully. 46 kills to 29. Yeah, those top right indicators and top left indicators for government and pirates don't seem to really mean anything to me. I thought they correlated with the mothership's health, but apparently not. Alright, so launching some stuff at Calwicula. I love the internet. People are so weird. Alright. Alright, launch another missile. Oh my. Yeah, he's a heavy fighter just like me. Only he's a different ship. Unless that's just standard. Pirates look like that. Calwicula. Missiled. I got your back. Whoever. This game is very hectic. And the Asian, of course, coming back to get me again. Very nice of him to visit. Alright, so spawn times aren't too terrible either. I mean, I've seen much, much, much worse spawn times in games, and this is definitely not one of them. So, I mean, I'm having fun. If you guys have ever played Descent Free Space, this is going to be too easy for you. I absolutely love Free Space 2. I didn't get hardcore into it, like I'm sure somebody has in the that's watching this. But if you're on the fence for buying this for $0.00, I can tell you it's worth your time. Alright, cousin, I'm sorry, but you struck first, and now I have to kill you. Now this obviously is not really my cousin, unless she is very vain and wants to name herself Lydia. Alright, there we go. Lydia's dead. I've assisted in the death of my cousin. I feel absolutely terrible about it. Let's go. Alright, I'm launching a missile unlocked. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Alright, I don't know if I got my missile off because I could have taken one of those out. Again, this is kind of annoying, having to choose your ship each time. Like, you would think that it would just start respawning you and maybe you'd click a little or hit H or something for hangar, and you'd be able to choose your ship later, because that's really what you want to strive for. You want seamless. You don't want to tick off your users. It's not really ticking me off, but some people would be upset. That's something I'm talking about right there. Right there. That's just weird. How'd that slip by QA? Screw it, we're releasing it. On time. Everybody's wanting this game free to play. Nobody knows about it. Cowicula. You and I are going to dance. Okay, he's got some sweet jukes. Alright, so seeing some lag issues there. That's not very impressive. We got 26 seconds left. Oh my gosh, what is this? Alright, so somebody's launched a missile. I don't like those. That's my job to launch the missiles. And it looks like we took it out before it hit our mothership, and that's something that's really cool. I love the reticles in this game because they remind me so much of Free Space, and like I said, I can't say it enough. I absolutely loved Free Space, and this is like a very much a faster paced version of that. So we won. Again, there's really no easy way to tell you what you won, like what game type, and you know, you can't really see the stats. I'm hitting tab, it doesn't come up. I've earned 1,500 credits, but as you saw, it cost us like 300,000 credits for like a crappy ship. So, I mean, you've got to work it. You got to work real hard for it. And right now we're at rank 2, and we're trying to get to rank 3, and that seems to be per ship, which is pretty interesting, pretty fascinating. But anyway, that's it. That's what I have to look at. There's several game types, capture the flag, and apparently on this, if this is accurate at all. And obviously you can go into your hangar and update a little bit more, and you can see that's your credits and your HE3s, which is your paid, and I have not paid for it yet because I'm poor. So please, that's a good aside, subscribe to this video, tell your friends about it. If you're on the fence about buying a free game, I always tell my friends, buy it because it's free. I mean, it's not really buying it, is it? It's $0.00. I mean, you gotta try it. You gotta let me know what it's all about, right? So I play all these games, and I'm gonna go ahead and show this video to my friends, see if they want to try it. Probably won't. They're kind of stuck in Diablo 3 right now. I'm done with that. I beat it. Got into Inferno, and I'm about done with it. But anyway, Moonbreakers. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Very simple. Very short install. Short load times. Instant action as soon as you hit play. What are some of the negatives that we are seeing here? We're seeing poor UI. Like the ship designs are pretty good. Some of them are kind of generic. Like I want to see a little bit more variation. The customizing is pretty neat, but it feels kind of generic as well. But again, hey, it's just launching, so there's a lot of things they can do with it, with patches and downloadable content and stuff, make it better. And that being said, there are some packages you can get on Steam. Like there's a $5 package, $15 package, and a $30 package, which includes ships and I think HE3. I can check that out. But it's definitely worth your time. Again, this is Azix. This is my first time, so please leave some constructive criticism or just criticism because you are the internet in comments below. That way I can get a little bit better at this. And let me know what games you want me to do next. I'm down to purchase cheap games to expensive games so you don't have to. I'll review them as best I can, and as we get going, hopefully I'll get better at my narration style. And I'll be very thankful. Alright, again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.